My whole thing isn't working. It's not working. Oh my god. Oh my god. Help me, Lord! Help me, Lord! Oh my god. 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 Help me. Oh. Why is this happening to me? Lord, please. Why is this happening to me? I'm a good person. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It hurts. Okay. Fuck! Yo. My fucking boomstick fell. What is wrong with it? What is wrong with my boomstick? Oh wait, never mind. I fixed it. I had fixed it, everybody. We did it, and we did a better job. All right, y'all. Now we're actually back. Sorry. Damn, my whole shit fell. Hi, everyone. Hello. I didn't put the lace down on this side. I ain't give a fuck, too. Don't even look at it. Look at this. Okay, perfect. Yo, today we're going to be talking about spanking. So if you do believe that spanking is not abuse, go ahead and hop into the guest request. Remember, y'all, we are just looking for some debates. We are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse. Hold up, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some debates in. If you believe that it's not abuse, go ahead and hop into the guest request, y'all. Hop into the guest request. The people with the low attention span are already leaving. It's fine. Morning, everyone. Let's go. Hey. Hi. Thank you so much for the heart means, y'all. Do you believe that do you believe that spanking is abuse? Think of the heart means, y'all. All right, the old people are coming out of the woodwork. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Oh my goodness. They're coming out of the woodwork. Hi, how old are you?
21.
Do you believe that spanking is abuse?
No.
Okay, why is that?
Because children deserve discipline and structure.
Yeah, so why is spanking the best way to do that?
It teaches them a lesson.
Yeah, okay, we can say that it teaches them a lesson. Why is it the way that we ought to teach them the lesson?
So I have a 6-month-old, right? And
I don't care.
Okay.
Right.
What was the question then? Well, I was gonna explain my situation a little bit and why
I don't care about your situation though, because that doesn't make it right. Right? So I'm asking you to provide an argument. Your anecdotes are not evidence. I don't care about what your sister had, what baby you have. Any personal experiences you may have is not going to validate your argument. So please.
So personal experiences don't validate anything?
Never in a debate, no.
Okay.
So what are we doing? Hello?
Yes?
Why, like, if you're not going to engage, why are you here? Are you just going to stay here?
No, what was the question? Sorry. I got
same.
distracted. Someone texted me.
That's bad. Anyway, so, like, it's the same question.
Oh,
I don't want to hear your anecdotes, though.
Okay. What was the question?
It's the same exact question.
I forgot the question. What was the question? Like, repeat it.
Is spanking abuse? You can't read? Thank you, Christina, for the shiny air balloons.
No.
It's on the screen. Yeah, so why?
I mean, it's my kid. Like, why do you get to say about that?
You think it's morally permissible to be able to abuse your children even though it's your children?
Yeah, morality is subjective.
Oh, so if you wanted to grape your child, that'll be okay?
Yeah.
If you wanted to unalive your child, that'll be okay?
Yeah.
Oh, then you're just a psychopath.
No.
You just said it would be okay if you wanted to grape your child.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're a psychopath.
No.
Well, I guess we'll just report you. I don't know what to tell you.
Report me for what? What did I do?
You think it's okay to grape children?
I never said that.
You just did.
No, I didn't. Those words never left my mouth.
You said it would be okay to grape your child.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so you're just lame?
Projection?
You just said it's okay to grape children, bro. Oh, because I didn't want to talk. Oh, because I didn't let you tell your life story about how you want to grape your kid?
Yeah, why don't you want to listen to that?
Because you're a psychopath. Like, I just want to let you know, this isn't a good troll. This makes you look bad. You better hope that no one is recording this and then finds out who you are.
Are you gonna take my children away?
Oh, I can definitely send the recording.
To who?
To the appropriate authorities. You're not invincible, nor are you incognito. Like at all. Like everyone here already, like, there are several screenshots of your account already. Why did you do this?
What?
Why did you do this?
I just said yes and no to your questions. I never said anything else.
Yeah, yes and no means confirmation. That's how people get convicted. So, Chad, did everyone get their information yet? Got it. So, do you have anything else you want to talk about other than wanting to grape children?
I don't do that, but
You just said
that's subjective.
you just said you think it will be okay.
For some people, yeah.
No, that's not what. Don't backtrack now. This doesn't make you look good. This isn't a troll. Like, if you actually have kids, like, you're not gonna have them after this. Just want to make sure you know that. What are you doing? Why are we quiet now? Why are we quiet now? Oh, they left. Anyway, y'all, make sure people screenshotted that account. Um, we're gonna find them. We're gonna find them. We're gonna find them. She's deleting all her socials. She fucking better be. She fucking better be. Good. Anyway, yeah, let's go on to the next person. In the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. That person said they think that person said they think it would be okay to grape.
Hey.
Hi. Do you think that spanking is abuse?
Yeah, that was.
I'm sorry. Do you
I
think
do.
that...
I don't know if you only take
Okay.
opposition.
Oh yeah, I was only looking for opposition. My apologies. I forgot to say that.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say, yeah, I survived abuse, so I absolutely think it's abuse. And anyone who says otherwise, I cannot even imagine where they get this perspective from. And your last guest was abysmal. Like, I can't
Yeah.
believe she was saying that. That's so disgusting.
Yeah, but it's okay. I appreciate you though. Let's go on to the next person. Thank you so much for your time. Let's go on to the next person. Yeah, remember, if you are in the guest request, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse, y'all. Please, y'all, we are just looking for some debates, you guys. We are just looking for some debates. But in the meantime, y'all, give it a second. Double tap that screen if you want to support me. Cash App and Venmo in the bio. That's the best way to support me on here. Hi, how old are you?
Hello, I'm 23.
Are you playing me from your TV?
No, I am not. Hold on. Okay, what about now? Do I have an echo?
No, you don't have an echo.
All right.
Okay.
Am I better?
Yeah, that's a lot better. So, do you believe that spanking is abuse?
Okay. It really depends on the situation.
I don't believe there's any situation
Because
where
some
spanking is
kids
not
do
abuse.
dumb shit.
That doesn't mean they deserve to have violence inflicted onto them.
Well, would you rather whip their ass or them do the dumb shit and die?
Yeah, so you whipping their ass actually makes them more likely to do the dumb shit and die.
Not really,
And
comma.
also-
From
and
someone that
also-
got their
and
ass
also-
whipped, it usually means...
Yeah, you can say this from a person who's been tortured. If you get tortured enough, you're not going to do whatever you did to get tortured in the first place, right? Also, there are multiple
Okay,
studies.
yeah, I've totally been tortured because my dad whipped my ass because I almost died a few times because I was a dumbass kid at one point that liked to jump off the trees and shit.
Honey.
Okay, yeah,
Honey,
yeah.
I get it. You think you were a bad child. That's usually a sign of abuse as well. But anyway, just because you view lowly
It's not a sign of abuse.
I'm not done talking.
I wasn't a
I'm
bad
not done
child. I was
I'm
a
not
little
done talking.
badass.
I'm not done talking. For you to speak about
Okay,
yourself,
but you cutting everyone else off,
I didn't
okay?
cut anyone off. You're my first fucking guest. What are you talking about, dipshit? What are you talking about?
No, you've had two other
You're my
people before
first
me.
guest. If the first one
The
said
psychotic one?
the first one said she wanted to grape kids, and then the second one agreed with me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that bitch crazy.
Exactly. So hush up, please.
That's what I said. The
Please
psychotic
hush
one
up.
was first.
Hush up. Hush up.
Don't tell me to
okay?
hush.
I did though, right? Anyway,
Bitch, fuck you.
you wish. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, remember, y'all, we are just looking for some debates. I don't know what the fuck she was on. Like, I didn't even interrupt her. She just kept talking. Anyway, hi. How old are you?
41.
Cool. So, do you
How are
think that
you?
spanking? I'm fine. Do you think that spanking is abuse?
No, if it's open hand and you don't leave markings.
You believe that spanking is not abuse when you don't leave markings?
And it's open hand.
Why did you
Meaning
make
no
this
fist.
distinction?
Because if it's a fist, that's abuse.
Yeah, why?
I mean-
Why did you make this distinction?
Because there's discipline and there's abuse.
Okay, and I'm asking you why you made this distinction.
Because that's what has been taught. That's what has been said.
Yeah, so you
It's in
don't
the
have
law.
you don't have any logic for this. Do you believe that legality determines morality? It was once legal to own me as a slave. Should I be a slave?
No?
Okay, then, so you don't care about legality. So let's not bring it up unless you're a psychopath, okay?
Ouch, okay. Thank you for making the accusations,
Anyway.
but
Anyway, so like I said before, why are you drawing a distinction between these things? Why is one worse than the other?
that's a good question. I mean,
Please answer it.
spanking, an open hand is, just open hand, no markings. Kids
Okay.
need to be disciplined.
Yeah,
So, I mean-
let's stay on one point, right? Let's stay on one point. So like you said before, you said spanking with an open hand. I'm asking you why that is fine in comparison to a punch.
Because they're not leaving. It's that a punch is much harder. Can you think about it? Have you ever got punched before?
Yeah, so if I punch my child with the same force that I would use to slap them, is it okay?
It's punching is a lot worse.
Yeah, but I just
Okay.
said if I punch my child with the same force that I took to slap them, is it okay?
I see. I can't even get into that.
You need to. All right, y'all, let's go on to the next person. In the meantime, y'all, double tap that screen. If you do want to support me, remember, y'all, Cash App and Venmo in the bio if you guys do want to
Oh, I
support me.
wanted to talk to that man. Like, what?
No, that's my job. Do you agree with me or do you disagree?
Yeah, don't put your hands on the kids. They don't
It's
know
okay. W, I got you. W. But that's my job, y'all. If you're coming up to talk to another guest, that's never going to happen. Especially if I don't know you. It's my job to talk to people. Hi. How old are you? Are you here? How old are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you? Oh, you seem old enough anyway.
One, but I don't know.
Any-
I have a feeling that a lot of people are gonna disrespect my opinion, but I disagree with you. So,
okay, so why do you think that spanking is not abuse?
well, because I think that Chili's is better than Buffalo Wild Wings. So
Mods,
the
block
thing
'em.
is that
Block them, mods.
Chili's is better than Buffalo Wild Wings. So I just think that
Mods, block
like
them.
Chili's is fresh. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. How did I already get a harassment thing? I didn't even say anything. Anyway, give it a second, y'all. We will get some more debates in. Hi, how old are you? Hello, how old are you? All right, this person's not here, y'all. Give it a second. We will get some more debates in. In the meantime, y'all, keep double tapping that screen. Remember, y'all, we are just looking for some debates. If you do want to support me, remember my Cash App and Venmo is in the bio, or you can double tap and follow me and turn on that bell to every single time I go live. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 20.
Cool. So, do you think that spanking is abuse?
I do think spanking is abuse.
Cool. So I'm going to go on to the next person. I appreciate you. Please, y'all, if you are in the guest request, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse, y'all. If you do agree with me and you think that spanking is abuse, or at the very least violence, then we don't disagree and we have nothing to really talk about. Hi, how old are you?
34 around Grand Rising.
Okay, so Okay, so do you think that spanking is abuse?
I don't think it's abuse. I think they need their ass beat. We need more.
Yeah, why do you think that spanking is not abuse?
Because when we stop whooping our kids' ass and getting in trouble for it, that's when the world start taking a darker turn for us on our side.
What evidence do you have for this?
So what evidence?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 34. I'm speaking from experience as a child who did get his ass whooped
Yeah,
versus
but but you also just said Grand Rising, so I don't really value what you have to say.
Well, I'm a high vibrational creature.
I know. So anyway, yeah, so that's not evidence. Your personal experiences are not evidence, not even in the slightest.
Well, what I'm saying by that is like me getting my ass whooped growing up and
Yeah, I
watching friends not get their ass whooped.
but I don't
Where they
care
ended
though.
up. You
But
know
I
what I'm
don't,
saying?
but I don't care though, right? Because yet here you are. So what evidence do you have that like things became worse when less and less children got spankings?
All right, I'm gonna speak on what's being done to the parents and
Yeah,
not to taking the
no,
spanking out of schools.
I'm asking you for a source. If you cannot provide a source, there's no conversation for us to have if you're just going to be delusional.
I'm not being delusional.
No, you are though.
I just caught you on a stroll
By
by.
definition, you are. You believe in things without evidence, right?
No, it's more
Reputable
like
evidence.
living through it.
Your personal experiences are explicitly not reputable evidence. You have no way to account for bias. These things cannot be repeated. These things cannot be proven. You have no way of substantiating whether or not these things have actually happened, right? So you're going to need. You know what you can do, like all of these things with reputable studies. Yeah.
Big
So I'm
facts.
gonna.
No, I got you.
Yeah. So I require that, and if you do not have that, there's no conversation for us to have.
All right, it's my first time here. I'm gonna grab that and catch you next time. Big
Okay.
facts.
Bye. All right, y'all. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, y'all, remember. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hi, Julie.
Miss McNeil.
I just want to say, guys, Julie's not supposed to be live today. And I let her know that I was going to bomb her live.
Please!
I don't understand why Julie's live
Please,
streaming
y'all,
today.
tell my fucking trainer to get off my live, please. Ma'am!
I was gonna spam your live stream because you're not supposed to be live today. Actually, guys, Julie's supposed to be taking a mental health day. Julie's supposed to be relaxing. Yeah. Can we get that clear? Why are you on live?
Because I need to do my job, miss.
I need to do my job too. But somebody want to be drinking energy drink in the middle of the night and having issues, almost giving me a heart attack in the gym because of her bad delinquent behavior. And now you want to be sitting up here on live stream? Excuse me.
Ma'am.
Do you need a source? Do you need a source for this?
No!
Would you like me to source this?
Please stop. Please.
Because this is unacceptable.
Y'all see how she be treating me though? How am I supposed to act good when this is the way she be treating me?
Because you don't be acting good. This is why I have to treat you like this. This is why I have to get on here and embarrass you. I told you I was. You didn't believe me. But yeah.
Can I just do it
You
for
thought I wasn't? You thought I wasn't getting on here?
Can I just do it for a couple
So
hours?
where's your source? Can you cite your source that says that you should be on live right now? Ma'am, where's your source?
Miss McNeil, you're good.
You were supposed to be taking a mental health day.
Ma'am! Okay, ma'am! We gotta go. Y'all, that was my trainer, y'all. Y'all see how she be treating me? God. Anyway, hi, do you think that spanking is abuse? Hello? Alright, this person's not here, y'all. Give it a second, we will get some more debates in. I cannot believe she did that. I cannot believe she actually did that. I didn't even know I clicked on her, too. This is unacceptable. Hi, how old are you?
18.
Okay, so do you think that spanking is abuse?
I beat my kids with beer bottles.
Anyway, y'all, let's go on to the next person. She's so real for that. I cannot believe y'all. Unacceptable. Y'all see how she be treating me, and y'all gonna think it's funny. That's really crazy to me. That's really wild. Let's go on to the next. Y'all, give it a second. We will get some more debates in, y'all. We will get some more debates in, but in the meantime, y'all, keep double tapping that screen. Remember, we are just looking for some debates, y'all. We are just looking for some debates. She does love me. I love my trainer. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 50.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
I do not think spanking is abuse.
Thank you, Christina, for the $5. I know. Yeah, so why is that?
Well, I mean, if you want my source, we're going to go to the Bible. Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah, so how do you know that the Bible is true to even hold to these morals?
Well, you just have to believe in what you believe in.
Yeah, so this is how people became slaves, right? This is how people thought it was permissible to make people slaves.
We're not talking about slavery, though. We're talking about...
I know we're not talking about slavery, but this is the exact same reasoning that people use for this.
Your guest, though, you want to stick to the subject. We
are on the subject. It's called an analogy.
So what we're doing is we're going, and I'm going to tell you that, I'm 50 years old. I'm from the Gen Z.
I don't care.
I am, or Gen X. I know you don't care, but
I'm saying this because this isn't a validifier. This isn't going to make me listen to you more. You need to provide evidence for your claims, and your evidence I'm still speaking. Your evidence cannot be the Bible, right? Because you only operate off of faith. You have no proof that the Bible is true. You're going to need to prove that the Bible is true. You're going to need to.
They have found Noah's Ark.
What evidence do you have of this? What source do you have for this?
The paleontology, all the.
Find the source. I can look it up. We can look it up. We can do that.
If you like to, you can.
Yeah, we definitely can.
You,
yeah, no. I need you to bring up the source, please.
I've watched tons of documentations.
Yeah, so cite one, please.
I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here, but you're asking us.
No, but this is a debate.
No,
this is a debate, and your justification that this is. I'm still speaking. Your justification that this is fine was because of the Bible. You were not. I'm not bullying you. I am not bullying you. Requiring you to critically think is not bullying. Okay, simmer down.
Have you raised children?
And you seem to be doing an amazing job. Right? Yes. Anyway, so like I said before,
my 29 and my 28
honey, I don't care. So like I've said before, right, your justification for why this is permissible was the Bible. You are going to have to prove like very specific things. You are going to have to prove that the Bible is true, why we ought to believe it is true, and then you're going to have to prove how your God is real for us to even hold to the morals of the Bible. If you cannot prove these things, there's no point in me holding to anything that you've said here. There is no point. If we're just going to be operating off of faith, then there's no conversation to be had. Thank you, Olivia, for the hearts. I appreciate you guys. So go ahead and unmute. This is not like a discussion. This is a debate. You have made a claim here. I require evidence. If you do not have evidence for these things, then there's no conversation for us to have. Thank you so much for the heartbeat.
Well, that's fine, but I want to know what your evidence that the Bible is not real. Provide me evidence the Bible is not real.
Yeah, so what you're doing right now is a fallacy. You have made the claim first, right? You've made the claim that they found Noah's Ark, and that's what would prove that the Bible is real. You're going to need to provide the source for that.
Okay, all the millions and billions of people.
You need to find a source. There are millions and billions of people who believe in Hinduism. There are millions and billions of people who believe in Islam. If this is going to be your substantiation as to why Christianity is real, this is going to have to be your substantiation for why every other religion in the history of the world is real. I never made a claim.
They all serve the same God. They call him different things.
You don't know this, right? They explicitly do not. They all explicitly say that they do not praise the same God. This is just Christian delusion. So like I've said before, if you cannot provide a source for what you're saying here, then there's no conversation for us to have.
I have 29 years of experience.
I don't care. You need to provide a source for the argument that you just made.
The reason why children need to be spanked because
whatever, honey. Nicole,
you have a self-entitlement, as does my
self-entitlement to evidence. What are you talking about?
15-year-old who has never been spanked.
What are you talking about?
29-year-old and my 28-year-old.
I'm 22. I don't know what you're talking about.
By 29, just let me finish.
No, I don't care about your personal experiences. If you just want to be delusional, then be delusional by yourself and you're lonesome in the corner with everyone else. Okay? I don't care if your kids were 40. I don't care. You have made a claim. Substantiate the claim. If you're not going to do that, I'm just going to go on to the next person. Like, sorry, Nicole. Sorry. We do not care. Like, not even on no mean shit. This doesn't mean anything to me. This doesn't mean a single thing to me. Not a single thing. Not a lick of a thing. Like, be fucking for real. You can unmute. You should know how to do that. Thank you so much for the heart, man. I appreciate you, everybody.
You just gave me the chance to unmute.
You can unmute regardless if I do that. You can unmute immediately. But again, like I said before, you have made a claim. You need to provide substantiation for that claim. And if you cannot do that, I'm going to go on to the next person. You did not.
I provided substantiation to my claim.
No, you did not.
And this is why you have the same topic.
Oh my goodness, Nicole. This isn't. I literally did a different topic yesterday, Nicole.
But
thank you for being a fan, though.
You have.
But anyway,
I'm not
Nicole.
You accidentally stumble upon my For You page, and sometimes
WFYP push. Okay, Nicole, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you okay? Are you good?
I'm amazing.
Are you good?
I have 2 grown-ass kids.
I don't care, amazing. Nicole. We don't care. This isn't relevant. This isn't relevant, though.
Because of society won't let me do it.
Nicole.
And social media.
Nicole.
And his entitlement.
I think it's so funny how slow you speak.
Oh,
I need you to simmer down, okay?
How slow I speak.
It just sounds like you're not really sure about what you want to say here.
No,
okay?
I'm sure.
Nicole, I asked you for substantiation. You need to provide the substantiation. If you cannot do that, I am going to go on to the next person. You have 5 seconds.
You go ahead and go on. I've said my piece.
All right, Nicole. You didn't, though. You said all of nothing. Let's go on to the next person. Nicole, you have the day that you deserve. Shanette, get the fuck out the guest request. Get out. Get out. The door. The door. Hi, how old are you?
I am 28.
Cool. So do you believe that spanking is abuse?
I guess it really depends on who the parent is and what they grew up on and stuff like that, honestly.
So if the parent grew up on grape and actually beating their child with a whip, that makes it okay?
No, I'm saying that doesn't.
Okay then. So why is spanking not abuse?
I'm gonna tell you this though. You keep on bullying motherfuckers, you're gonna get shut down. You keep talking bad about people, you're gonna get shut down. You're gonna sit there and freaking talk disrespectfully about mentally disabled people too. Fuck out of it, bro.
Mentally disabled people? What are you talking about?
And then you was disrespecting your elders and interrupting her while she
I don't care about my elders.
Yeah, that's why you ain't got no fans. That's why you ain't got no respect for nobody.
I have 60K followers.
Yeah, they all fake followers. I already checked.
They're really not though.
Yeah, they really are though. That's why he was recording this whole time disrespecting her, bro. This is going on every
Yeah, because
platform.
this
Shut
is
the
a
fuck
debate.
down, bitch.
Are you angry? Are
Are you
you
gonna shut the
angry?
fuck down,
Are you
fucking
angry?
nigger?
Oh, there it is. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out.
Somebody's angry. Somebody's angry. Also, you guys, if you do want to support me, remember y'all, double tap that screen, follow me, turn on that bell. It tells you every single time I go live. If you do want to support me, my Cash App and Venmo's in the bio because that's the best way to support me. I get 100% of the proceeds. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 59.
Cool. So, do you think that spanking is abuse? And can you turn the music down, please?
I did, but my son is playing it in the house. So,
well,
no, I don't think it's abusive.
We're not going to be able to communicate.
You know what? Then I appreciate you always, and I don't think you're abusive, nasty, or none of that. Your show.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. Remember, we are just looking for some debates. Oh, it's Lydia, y'all. It is Lydia.
Hey.
Miss McNeil, please. Did you see that? She be harassing me. Hi, how old are you? Are you driving?
Who, me? No.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm walking, actually.
Okay, so do you think that spanking is abuse?
Yes.
Oh, W. Let's go on to the next person. I appreciate you. Remember, y'all, if you are in the guest request, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse, y'all. In the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. Remember to follow me, follow Lydia. If you do want to support me, Cash App and Venmo in the bio, or you can just double tap over here. That is just enough, you guys. Hi, how old are you? Hello? All right, y'all, this person's not here. Give it a second. We will get some more debates in, y'all. In the meantime, y'all, double tap that screen. Keep double tapping that screen, y'all. Let's see what this person is saying, y'all. Give it a second. We will get some more debates in. Y'all. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Cool. So do you think, I almost said hi body count. I'm sorry. Do you think that spanking is abuse?
No, I do think that some parents do take it too far and spank their kids when they don't deserve to be spanked.
Yeah, so in what context is spanking not abuse?
Like, let's say if the kid was trying to get or go buy a stove or do something that could endanger them, and you spank them to, and tell them that, no, that's not okay, you're gonna get hurt.
Okay, so what evidence do you have that spanking teaches them anything?
What evidence?
Yeah.
Me. Because that's how
not evidence. That's actually explicitly not evidence. Like, no shit, you can get anyone to behave any kind of way that you dictate is correct if you hurt them enough, right? That's something that we know happens within human beings. That's why we torture people when we want information out of them, right? So again, what evidence do you have? Unless you believe that it's fully morally permissible to hurt someone in order to get them to behave the way that you want them to behave, what evidence do you have that spanking does not harm a child?
I don't have any, because it can harm a child mentally too.
So why do you do it?
I don't personally do it.
I mean, why do you support it? Why do you find it to be morally permissible then?
I'm not really sure. I only find it necessary in certain situations.
Yeah, so in what situation would it be like morally permissible to hurt someone in order to get them to behave in the way that you want them to behave? Now, do you believe that that's permissible?
Not really, but I do believe if they're doing something completely wrong, like let's say hurting an animal, hurting someone else, and this
so what evidence do you have that spanking them is going to make them not want to engage in these actions more?
I don't think there is any evidence on that.
There is.
Every child is different, and
there is evidence though,
and raised differently.
If you're trying to teach a child that hurting another being is wrong, why would you hurt them in order to try to teach them that? Like if your kid is hitting the family cat or something and you want to teach them that that's not okay, you would usually tell them something like, that hurts. You don't want to do that because hurting people is wrong.
And I don't do this. I'm telling you how I see people discipline their child.
Yeah, but you think it's okay though. That's the fundamental difference here, and that's why we're asking you why you believe it's morally permissible to do this.
I believe it is and it isn't. It depends on the situation.
That's a contradiction. You need to pick one.
I don't think that's necessarily true. You can believe
you can't believe something and then not believe it at the same time. That's quite literally a contradiction. Contradictions cannot exist unless you're like delusional.
That's true, but in certain situations I believe sometimes things are okay.
Yeah, so you think in some situations it is fully morally permissible to inflict pain onto another human being in order to get them to do what you want them to do. So like I want to see where else you would extend this. Do you think it's okay to like hit a dog when they're doing something wrong?
Not necessarily. It depends.
You think what
what's
does
a
it depend on?
situation where it would be okay to hit your dog?
If it was attacking and trying to kill another dog or a human being.
Yeah, obviously we're not talking about that, right? I can grant you that. That's probably the best thing that
That's
you can do.
self-defense.
Yeah, that's not what we're describing. Like, but let's say like in the context like they bit up your shoes or some shit. Do you think it's morally permissible to hit your dog?
No,
Why?
because that's not okay. What you do is, because I have a lot of animals, what you do is you gently tap them on the nose and you tell them no, and you would take away the shoes.
Yeah. So why do you not think it's okay to hit the dog, but you do think it's okay to hit the kid?
I'm not saying it's okay to hit the kid. I think there are situations, rare occasions that kids do.
So you do think it's okay to hit kids? Because if you didn't think it's okay to hit kids, then you wouldn't be up here. So I need you to pick one.
Like you gave your
Thank you for the
example of
confetti, Shay.
like the kid hitting like a cat or something, but do you agree that that doesn't make any sense? If you want to teach the child that harming other people isn't okay, you shouldn't harm them to teach them that lesson.
Brand,
because
thank you so
it's
much for
very
the subscription, my
confusing.
love. I appreciate you.
Like that's very
Again,
confusing.
what I am saying is what I have witnessed, not what I have done.
We're not
Right,
saying
but-
that you've done it. We're asking you about your overall worldview.
My worldview, like for me personally, I would never spank a child.
We're not asking if you will ever do it. Do you believe it's abuse? Lexi, thank you so much for the 2-month sub. I appreciate you. Thank you so
I
much. my
believe
love.
I'm gonna say this. I believe it's wrong.
That's not the question that we asked, though. Do you think it's abuse? Thank you for the money gun, Kai. Thank you so
Well,
much.
like,
W, Kai. Thank you for the
if
hat
you
mustache. Thank
define
you, Cameron, for the heart
abuse
me.
how I think most people do, it would be unnecessarily intentionally inflicting pain on someone.
Yeah, well then it definitely is abuse.
Okay, then. Well, W, welcome to the club. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, y'all, keep double tapping that screen. Remember, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse. I don't understand people who can't form a coherent thought.
I think it's the word. They like can't like fathom that like something that happened to them or that happens to a lot of kids is abuse. Like it's hard for them to come to terms with, I guess.
All right, Ophelia, how old are you?
18.
Cool. So do you think that spanking is abuse?
I do not. I think that spanking is, okay, so if you tell a kid not to do something and then they don't listen the first time and you tell them, okay, next time you don't do that, I'm gonna spank you. And they say, okay, so you tell them that and they know that if they do it again,
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
they're gonna get spanked. And so if they do it again, then
I know this entire fucking hypothetical. It means nothing. Because again, I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you think it is morally permissible to inflict pain onto someone to get them to behave in the way that you want them to behave?
if it's not like, if it's just like, if it's not that hard, or like, if
What do
it's
you
just a
mean if it's
little
not
bit
that
of-
hard?
If it's
What
a
pain
little
do you
bit,
find to
like-
be permissible?
I mean, if it's just a tap on, like.
What is
on
a
the
tap?
butt,
What does that mean? Define that right now.
I mean, like, I don't know.
You need to
Like,
have
something
answers to
that-
this question if you're not if you're gonna hold this view.
Do you by a tap? Do you mean like, let's say I had to tell Tashika something and I had to get her attention and I tapped her on the shoulder. Do you mean you tap someone like that?
Thank you for the confetti, Shay.
I just mean like a little bit harder than that, a little bit, so they feel a little bit of pain, so that they
Yeah, so
know.
what evidence do you have that this is like good for the child and that it does not cause harm, unless you believe it's perfectly morally permissible to cause harm to children?
Well, I know it worked on me, and I know it worked. On
I
my
don't
little
care though.
sister.
A lot of things would work on you, right? Inflicting pain on anyone is going to work on them. That's why we torture people to get information out of them.
But it's not like it didn't traumatize me. It didn't make
I
me-
don't care though. Your experience is not everyone else's experience, and also we can argue the complete opposite. Typically, people who get spanked and have some form of trauma connected to it typically believe themselves to have benefited from it. Thank you, Tyree, for the $5. Yeah, like they typically believe themselves to have benefited from it, and that's actually a sign of abuse. So no.
And also, like you say, like let's just grant that you weren't traumatized, right? Let's just say that. I mean, I think it's kind of hard to know those things. Like, how would your life be different if you weren't spanked? But, like, you think drunk driving is wrong, right?
Joshua, thank you so much for the $5 over.
Do you think that there's
Cash App.
sometimes where someone drives drunk all the way home and they don't get into any accidents and nothing bad really happens because of it?
Yeah.
So, but that
Is
doesn't
driving
mean
drunk
that,
good? Is it fine?
Right, that doesn't mean it made it
No.
okay that they did that, just because there was no negative outcome for them, because the principle is still there that you shouldn't drive drunk because there is a high risk that you're going to harm someone. So even if there are some kids who, quote, turn out fine after being spanked, the principle still remains that you shouldn't be hitting children.
Then what do you think? Then what do you guys like? What do you think would work? Because I know.
Do you genuinely believe that's the only way you can discipline a child? Thank you for the heart, me, Lithium.
No, but I do believe there are some children, including myself, who weren't.
Yeah, so you saying that, you need to give yourself more credit. I don't care to hear how bad you think you were as a child.
I'm just saying
again,
I didn't
this is
listen.
I don't but that's what you've been told though, right? Again, this is a sign of abuse. I don't really care to hear it because it's not an argument, right? People can make people can make this exact same argument in the context of grape, right? This doesn't validate you, like at all.
Yeah, like yeah. I don't know. I lost my thought, but go ahead.
Yeah, but people can make the same argument in the context of rape, in the context of torture. We all know by principle, though, these things ought not to happen.
All right, well, okay, I have nothing more to say. But I just think that it worked on me and my siblings.
Do you have what I said about the drunk driving, though?
Yeah,
Like-
but one really quickly though, let's follow that through, right? It works on you and your siblings. You know what else would work? Graping you. That would work.
But that would emotionally traumatize me. And
But it would
physically
work though.
traumatize me.
But it would work though. Like if your parents were to do that to you in order to punish you and get you to not do whatever they didn't want you to do, would you ever do that thing that got you graped again?
No.
Exactly, right? So these things, one, it's effective, right? And a lot of people, they have been raped and it didn't actually leave any kind of lasting effect on them. Would it be okay in that context then?
No.
Okay, then why is that?
Because that's wrong. That's trauma.
Why
that's
though?
horrible.
Because there are people who haven't been traumatized by it. So why is it still wrong?
Because that's abuse.
Yeah, but why though?
Because it's the principle, right? We don't think that you should intentionally inflict harm on people, right? Even if like, or put people in danger, right? Put people at risk. Like, you're putting people at risk when you drive drunk, even if you don't actually harm anyone because you got lucky. But statistically, you're very likely to harm people doing that, which is why it's illegal. So it's the same thing here. Even if you and your siblings are okay, many children, most children who are spanked are not okay. So your parents, they'll probably unknowingly put you at risk of being traumatized, and that's the bad part.
Yeah. Okay. I understand your point there, but I don't know. I don't have.
But I'm not.
And again, I just want to make this very clear. When we're talking about this, and this goes for anyone in the guest request, and this goes for anyone in chat, when we're talking about this, we are not at all making the argument that all of your parents are monsters. That is not the argument that we're making. I will never come up here and say that your parent is a monster for spanking you, because good people commit violent acts. Good people are still capable of committing abuse. Because this is something that is so heavily normalized within our community, this doesn't mean that everyone who engages in it is a bad person, but it is abuse.
Yeah. I just also want to bring up one more point that's probably not going to do anything, but I have noticed I'm an adult now, and children, they especially when they just don't listen, when they don't, my little sister, my mom would tell me stories that she would sit and literally sit there and ignore her while she would ask her, like, at least, like,
Yeah,
15
yeah,
times.
but that doesn't mean that your mother has a right to inflict harm onto your sister. That will never ever be justification for that.
I think that a lot of parents aren't prepared to understand the psychology of children. Like, when a child is being defiant, they're not being malicious, right? They're either they want something that they feel like they're not getting, they're upset about something, they don't have impulse control. So you can't expect a kid to listen to you like an adult would and expect them to think rationally about it, because especially young kids have very little impulse control. So if they disobey you, they're not doing it because they're like an evil child or a bad child or they have bad intentions. They're just a kid, and their brain, like, they just got here. They just got here. They just spawned in, right? So you have to be patient with them. And probably if a parent doesn't know how to get a kid to listen to them without hitting them, they should go to a child psychologist or do some research, because there's a lot of great research out there about what methods actually do work for different kinds of children.
But yeah, I'm not sitting here to say that your parents are terrible people. But if you learn about this and then you do continue this type of behavior, then you are going to be a terrible person. Yeah, but do you have anything else that you want to talk about?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
No.
Well, then I'm going to go on to the next person. Thank you so much for your time, Ophelia.
Bye.
Let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. Remember, we are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse, you guys. Give it a second, y'all. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay, what year were you born?
I was born 2001, I think.
You think?
Oh my god, you people are weird. Anyway, let's go on to the next person.
Now. Oh, Ophelia.
I know, me too. I was just playing. Yeah, give it a second, y'all. We will get some more debates in, y'all. This was weird. Anyway, how do you forget your own age? Makes you look terrible.
Hello.
Anyway, y'all. Hi, how old are you? Well, you're
18.
old enough. I don't care. Yeah. So, do you think that spanking is abuse?
I think in some circumstances it can be classified as abuse, and then in some circumstances it wouldn't be. I think that if you were to
Classified by who?
Classified by those who have dealt with who have given their perspective online. Just listening to you talk about it, I've just done a little bit of research here.
Yeah. So, in what context would it not be abuse?
So, in the context of depending on how you would discipline them, in which way you would discipline them, spanking can be like a broad scope of it about how hard you would hit them, in terms of where, maybe on the hand.
Why are you saying maybe?
What?
Why are you saying maybe?
Because I haven't lived through it myself. So
What source are you getting this from? You said you did research on this. Where?
Yeah, so I'm just looking at people's different perspectives on Reddit and Quora.
On fucking Reddit and Quora? Get the fuck out.
You're talking like a lawyer, you fat bitch. Shut the fuck up, you fat
Big
bitch.
as shit.
Reddit
Big as
and
fuck.
Quora?
Like, come on, dude. Like, be fucking for real. Anyway,
How old did he say he was?
I don't even know, but clearly not old enough.
That's even worse than AskMarissa.com.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen.
Hi, Yusuf, how old are you?
37.
Can you move somewhere quieter?
Yeah.
1 second.
He's in the club.
Jesus.
1 second.
All right, y'all. So when y'all, when you get that sorted out, come back. I got time for that. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, y'all keep double tapping that screen. Remember, we are just looking for some debates. We are just looking for people who believe that spanking is not abuse. If you think that it is abuse, get the fuck out of the guest work, because I appreciate you though. But yeah, remember y'all, if you do want to support me, go ahead and follow me. Double tap that screen. Turn on that bell. It tells you every single time I go live. Hi, Reese. How old are you? Reese. Hello? All right, y'all, let's go on to the next person, y'all. They're not here. In the meantime, y'all, give it a second. We will get some more debates in. Remember, y'all, if you do want to support me, Cash App and Venmo is in the bio, you
When
guys.
I do this?
Don't. Not the Sigma face. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Anyway. Hi, Taylor. How old are you?
21.
Cool. So, do you think that spanking is abuse?
Personally, I do not. And I've been on the live for a while, and
Can you just tell me why it's not abuse, please?
Yeah, so I was looking up and I went on to lawinfo.com, and I
Where?
believe that it's lawinfo.com.
Lawinfo.com?
Law, L-A-W. Like
I
the
get
law.
my laptop.
BRB.
Lawinfo.com. Yeah, so are you going
So
to be
basically,
basing are
that
you going
goes
to be basing
around
this answer
talking
off of
about.
1 second, are you going to be basing this argument based off of like what is legal?
Well, let me finish, and then you might find out your answer.
Okay.
So basically, Lawinfo is describing which states it's legal in versus not legal, and I feel like you're on here debating on if it's abuse or not, right? So why do we need to talk about it in a state that it actually I'm in
Right.
North
So
Carolina.
again, so you
It's legal here.
were gonna do what I thought you were going to do. Do you think that legality determines what is moral?
No, I don't, because
Okay, then so why did you bring that
raping,
up?
like you were saying,
Exactly. So
raping isn't morally right. But
why
there
did you bring it up?
there's a
But then why
fine
did you
line
bring this up?
between
You just
there's a
disproved your own
fine line.
source.
Let me talk. Let me
You
fucking
just
talk.
you just disproved your own argument. Because I'm not talking about legality. I'm talking about
Morality,
ethics.
right?
I'm talking about
Morality.
ethics and
You're
morality.
talking about morality.
Talking about both.
Okay, so there's a fine line between spanking and there's a fine line between abuse.
Yes, so what determines abuse and what determines when it's not abuse is the question.
Whether you're doing at a malicious act where you're trying to hurt someone, but why would you try to hurt your own child? Literally,
Because you're spanking them.
children's brains aren't fully developed. You can't have a full-on conversation. Hey, this is why you can't do that. You can't say that. They're not going to understand that.
Okay,
They're
so
gonna-
what evidence do you have that spanking is effective?
What evidence do you have that spanking's not effective? Like,
Let's
please
go
tell me
to
that
it.
one, because no one's turned it on you yet.
Let's definitely do that, right?
There's a lot.
So yeah, there's so fucking much. Anyway, you did this to yourself, just a reminder. So again, so like within this study, right? This is one of my favorite studies. This is one of like the biggest, most like comprehensive studies that we have out right now, in terms of spanking. So what they did within this study, first of all, it's called Spanking a Child Outcomes, Old Controversies and New Meta-Analyses. What they did in the studies, they went over 4 other studies, previously in the previous years, of people who have done studies on spankings, and all of these studies have concluded the same things, but they found issues within these studies that would actually make them more closer to non-conclusive. So they went ahead and they conducted a study that even accounted for parents not even using outside weapons such as spoons, belts, etc., because a lot of other parents would already agree that in of itself is abuse, right? So they only studied the outcomes of children and adults in the context of parents spanking them with only their hands. And they found, let me go ahead and read this, 13 out of 17 child outcomes examined were significantly associated with the parents' use of spanking. The meta-analysis presented in the text mentioned, blah, 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 various child outcomes associated with spanking. These outcomes included increased aggression, antisocial behavior.
So you asked
I'm
me.
still speaking though. Externalizing problems.
Right, so you can interrupt everyone else, but no
You
one
just interrupted me. Anyway, so internalizing problems, they had higher chances of mental health problems, negative relationships with parents, lower moral internalization, lower cognitive ability, lower self-esteem. They had a risk of physical abuse, and as adults, they had adult antisocial behavior. They had a higher chance of mental health problems, and like you, they typically, as adults, would support corporal punishments. Within the conclusion of this very huge study, they found that although there is no direct causal link to spanking and these traumatic outcomes, they have found there is 0 positive effects on spanking towards children. So now go ahead and counter that.
So of course there wouldn't be any positive effects on spanking your child, of course, because it's discipline. Why would there be any positive effects in discipline in general? Because you also have
What's
to
the point
realize
of
that
discipline if there's no positive effects? What's the point of that? Positive effects is to create, discipline is to create positive effects. Unless you're just hitting children in order to get them to feel as worse as possible, we all know that this causes negative effects, which would make it abuse.
I just don't think that the line between maybe the abuse nowadays versus when we were growing up is
Girl, we are
different
the
than
same
abuse
age
now.
anyway. So anyway,
Right, and it's not the same
and it's still
anymore.
and it's
Maybe
still abuse.
people
So
are-
can you go ahead and disprove the argument that I just made?
Well, you read a lot of facts. There's a lot of facts, not
Yes, a
too
lot
much
of
to the
facts.
point, but
It was
there's
to
a
the
lot
point.
of word vomit, so it's kind of hard
Was
to
it
keep
word
track.
vomit, or did you just already not agree with it?
Taylor, she
Of course
read
I don't
you
agree with it, but that's why
evidence.
you have
asked
me
her
on
for
here, right?
evidence,
You asked me evidence, and then I read you the evidence, and now you're saying it's word vomit.
Can you tell me what it was on?
It's giving low comprehension.
it's giving no. What was
It's
the
giving
website
it's
on?
giving no listening skills. Oh, this is from the
What
National
is
Library of Medicine. It's one of the most world-renowned study databases in the world,
Can
right?
I just
Okay,
say,
I have another question for you.
No,
So
no, we're not going to pivot. Can you go ahead and respond
no, I just
to
want
the
to know
point that I
why
made?
you're so rude.
No.
Like, I really do. If you want to have a debate, that's fine.
I'm definitely rude to people like you. You're not deserving of my respect. So can you please go ahead and
Why?
like
Because
respond
we
to
have
what I
different
said?
beliefs. We have
Yes,
different
because your
beliefs.
belief
Is that
leads to
why?
harm. Yes, explicitly why.
So
That
you
is
can't
exactly why.
so you can't consider that we
I
can't
have
live in a
considered that you
world
were
and have
right.
different beliefs and just
No,
still
we
respect
cannot.
each
We
other?
cannot.
'Cause
We
that's
cannot.
crazy.
No, absolutely not. We cannot live in a world in which we are tolerant of people like you. No.
Tolerant
No.
people like me, and what are
Yep.
people like me?
People who condone abuse. So can you go ahead
I
and
don't.
disprove my argument, please?
So and the girl before, I think it was Ophelia. Her name was.
Hey, honey, can
You
you go
asked
ahead and
her.
disprove my argument? Because I can just go on to the next person, you know?
I have a
You
question.
need to. You really do need to start respecting people,
I don't
even if
respect
they don't
people like
believe
you.
what the fuck that you're
No,
saying.
no,
Because that is what's wrong with the world right now. Is
no,
there's no respect being given to
no. I
people
don't
having.
respect
We
abusers.
cannot
I don't respect
cohabit.
abusers. I don't want to
You
cohabitate with
cannot.
you.
No one can
I
cohabit
think
a
that we should take
freaking
people who look
earth
like you
without
and put
being
you somewhere
respected.
else, right? So like it's not like people who think that abuse and like hurting children is like morally permissible. We should take you from over here and put you somewhere else, right?
Taylor, I have a
I'm very
question.
rude.
Yeah,
So
go for it. Yeah.
I'm on like a APA like they have like a kind of a slideshow thing that I think they present. But
Thank you,
so the
Maria.
American Psychological Association, so there was like a meta-analysis that they did, and it had 75 studies over 50 years from 13 different countries. Almost 161,000 children were included, and the consensus from the entire meta-analysis is that spanking does not make children more compliant in the short term. It is also not linked with reductions in aggression or antisocial behavior, so it doesn't help with that. It's not linked to long-term compliance or like internalization of morals, so you're not teaching them anything.
Okay.
And it says instead, spanking is linked with worse, not better behavior in children. They found that spanking was associated with significantly more aggression and antisocial behavioral problems. None of
Oh,
the
she's
studies.
reading the same source that I read. How
Okay.
are you?
So
Right.
so you're telling
So
me.
can you
So
go ahead and
she asked
respond?
me questions, so I'm gonna go talk real
She
quick.
read
Hold
she
on.
read the exact same
So,
source that I
like,
just read.
I just want to know
Right.
if
So
we
she's
have this
telling me.
entire meta-analysis, like,
Right.
do you have anything to counter it? Do you have even one study that
Can I
kind
say
of,
my part? Can I say my
yeah,
part,
go for it.
please?
As long as it's in
Thank you.
response.
So you're telling me that it's not effective, right? That's what the article is saying. It's
And that
not
it's also
necessarily
harmful.
effective.
Yeah. And then
Say it again. Sorry, I didn't.
Can you hear me?
One more time. Sorry.
It's not
Say it one more time.
effective
Go ahead.
for it's not effective for discipline, and it's also harmful mentally and physically.
Okay, where can you show me? In the article does it say harmful?
Yes. It says.
Okay, read me that sentence.
Sure. First, I'll do the physical. So research has repeatedly found.
Mandy, thank you so much for the galaxy, y'all. W Mandy in the chat. Also, I just really want to ask real quick, why does it specifically have to say harmful?
Because my thing is that in the article,
Because in
it
what
says a lot
context is
about
antisocial
effectiveness.
behavior? Just really quickly, just like in what context is antisocial behavior not harmful?
I'm trying to talk and say it, but a lot of times it says effective and versus harmful. If we're talking about abuse, yes, would be harmful, but there's nothing in the article that says verbatim that spanking is abuse. It only says it's harmful.
typically
So a lot of things are harmful
that's simply
to you. Touching a hot stove is harmful.
that's simply
Everything else
because
is
that's
harmful.
not the
Stubbing your toe
verbiage.
is fucking harmful.
Honey,
but not
Taylor,
necessarily. You asked me a question. You
I
asked
got
me a
you.
question.
I got
want
the
me to
gist
talk?
already. I got the gist already. But yeah, like in the way that studies are written, studies are very seldom going to say this is wrong, this is bad.
It actually does say it though. It says.
Oh, go ahead, Lydia.
It says there's strong evidence that spanking and physical punishment are harmful to children.
Right, but wherein it says
I
abusive,
just control F
wherein it says
Exactly.
abusive.
This is what I was just explaining to you, big girl, right? Because this that is not the words that they're ever going to use in a study. That is not the word they are ever going
Why?
to use.
Why do you think that?
Because the word abusive is like inherently subjective.
Because
They are
is
not
it
going
vulgar?
to
Is that
use
why?
subjective yes. It would hint to more of a biased study. They're not going to use biased words, right? Whether or not something is abusive, it has to meet a
Yang lainnya juga jangan ragu kak, ya jangan malu-malu untuk bertanya di komen aja kak. Komen aja enggak apa-apa, di komen aja, nanti kita sepilin dan nanti kita sematin abangku ya. Nanti kita sepilin dan nanti kita sematin. Buat Kak Naya, buat Kak siapa lagi, tanya itu gratis kak, aku tenang aja. Dan nanti bakalan kita sepilin kak. Dan nanti bakalan kita sepilin dan kita sematin. Kita sepilin sedetail-detailnya nantinya ya. Bakalan kita sepilin sedetail-detailnya. Yang pasti ori dan pasti gak bakal ngecewakan kak aku ya. Tuh, pasti ori, amanah dan gak bakalan mengecewakan. Biar apa? Biar nanti kamu bisa check out lagi tuh biar gak ragu kak ya. Kalau kamu mau check out lagi tuh biar gak ragu. Karena sebelumnya pernah check out, kalau mau check out lagi tuh jadinya nggak usah ragu dan nggak usah bimbang dan tidak usah pikir lama-lama kalau udah check out kedua kalinya ya. Lanjut, follow dulu. Bagi yang nggak bisa COD kak aku ya, di follow terlebih dahulu. Bagi yang nggak bisa COD bisa kamu follow terlebih dahulu ya. Habis itu bisa langsung di check out kak. Kalau sudah di follow, habis itu kamu bisa langsung di check out. Bisa langsung di check out ya bangku ya. Di follow dulu kak, biar bisa COD nanti ya. Yang bisa COD bisa langsung di check out kak. Bagi yang sudah bisa COD ya, bisa di check out. Lanjut gak nih talah seberapa? Matur nuwun yang sudah bantu share-sharenya, makasih selalu kak. Nih si Ventur yang sudah ready lagi kakakku nih, si Venturnya dong bos. Nih ya, yang sudah ready lagi. Si Ventur warna hitam putih nih, si Ventur mana nih? Oke nih kak ya, yang sudah ready lagi teman-teman. Ini stoknya sementara masih terbatas. Ayo bisa dimanfaatkan aja nih. Ini sementara stoknya masih terbatas ya. Yang kemarin sempat kehabisan ini sudah kita readykan. Si Ventur dengan warna hitam putih nih kak. Ya lebih cepat lebih baik kak. Ini stoknya terbatas dan mumpung harganya terjangkau. Di harga 100 berapa ini? Benar nih. Si full clay-nya dibagi dapetin di harga 185 nih ya. Di Bang Iki dapetin di harga 185 dan sedangkan kalau udah nggak live itu di harga 300 ya kak ya. Dan sedangkan pas kita nggak live itu di harga 300.000 nih kak. Pas kita nggak live ya kak ya, ini di harga 300. Kalau untuk saat ini cukup di harga 185.000 aja. Dengan bahannya yang dari kulit sintetis ya bang ya. Dengan bahannya yang dari kulit sintetis. Jahitannya juga rapi nih ya, tidak belok kanan lah belok kiri. Logonya sendiri sudah kita jahit, bukan ditempel, bukan dilem ya kayak nih. Logonya sendiri sudah kita jahit. Di bagian sininya sudah full mesh ini. Kalau di bagian pergelangan kakinya sudah full mesh, sudah full busa. Untuk bagian belakangnya kita polos. Depannya nih ada lubang-lubang udara. Kelihatan ya kak ya nih, ada lubang-lubang udara. Bisa menyerap keringat kak nih kak ya. Di bagian pergelangan kakinya sini yang suka berkeringat ini pastinya nanti bisa menyerap keringatnya kakaknya nih ya, bisa menyerap keringat. Silakan dicek out untuk dapetin ini kaos kaki sama stikernya dari kita kak ya. Dapetin satu paketnya dari Aiko, langsung dicek out dari sekarang nih, bisa langsung dicek out kak dari sekarang juga ya. Si Ventur full putih juga ada. Siapa tahu seleranya kakaknya full putih. Nih, full putihnya kita juga ada. Tinggal pilih aja ini, full putih atau ini warna hitam putih. Nih, ada dua pilihan. Stoknya terbatas. Tak saranin langsung aja di check out dari sekarang di harga 185. Harga normal tadi ya 300 nih. Harga normalnya 300 kak ya. Kalau sekarang 185. Mau buat lebaran, buat jalan-jalan, udah dijamin cakep dan pasti keren ya kak ya. Tuh sudah pasti keren sekali. Lanjut yang mana lagi? Tadi kayaknya ada itu Mbak RTTN. Nih mana kok menghilang? Lanjut lagi abangku. Sampai jam berapa? Silakan dicekot. Selamat datang. Selamat bergabung. Mau yang mana abangku? Tinggal komen aja di bawah. Nanti kita sematin ya kak ya. Lewe kenapa? Izin minum bang. Lanjut yang mana? Di follow dulu kak. Di follow terlebih dahulu. Yang mana? Habis itu nanti bisa di komen di bawah ya kak ya. Nanti bisa di komen di bawah. Tak kira sopo ngeledek. Apa tuh ngece lele. Di follow dulu kak ya. Dibantu tap-tapnya. Ngomong kita masih live ya kak ya. Silakan ngomong masih live dan harganya cukup terjangkau banget masih ya. Masih ada harga spesial nih. Kalau ada yang mau ditanyakan juga nggak apa-apa, komen aja di bawah. Tidak usah ragu, tidak usah bimbang kan ya. Buat Kak Bagus selamat datang. Buat Kak siapa lagi? Buat Kak Kal, buat Kak Man. Kan ini kan itu bulan Ramadan. Nah, di komen-komen kak, di komen-komen ya kak ya, dibantu tap-tapnya, dibantu share-sharenya dari sekarang aku ya. Bikinnya apa yang tadi? Di komen kak, sambil di komen kak aku ya. Nanti kita sematin, nanti kita sepilin kak ya. Nah, tinggal di komen aja di bawah. Biasanya orang di bola-bola dulu kak, dibantu tap-tapnya, dibantu share-sharenya. Oke, yang mana tuh tadi si Venture kak? Kalau mau silakan ya kak ya. Silakan dan silakan aja dicekot dari sekarang sebelum harganya nantinya berubah kak aku ya. Di harga 200 ribuan nanti. Tuh, di harga 200 sampai 300 kak aku ya. Kalau harganya sudah normal tuh 200 sampai 300. Lanjut, slip on kak aku. Oke, ini ya ada slip onnya. Nih ada slip on 61. Oke, 6 nih kayak 61 aja. Slip onnya habis ini kak 61. Kamu dari kota mana? 61. Kakaknya dari kota mana kak? Mana? Nih. Ada si reflektifnya warna krem nih ya, warna putih tulang. Ini warna krem. Bentar bos, ini susah mentau disematin. Oke nih kayak 61 kak. Aku dari kota mana buat kak Sains? Kakaknya dari kota mana? Kalau boleh tahu kakaknya dari kota mana? Nih ada si siapa? Ada si reflektifnya ya, detalase 61. Ini warna krem kak buat kak Sains. Ini warna krem ya kak ya, kota Demak. Ini tadi ada yang dari Demak juga. Kak siapa tadi ya? Ada yang dari Demak nih kak. Sama kayak kakaknya dari Demak. Dulur dewi masih terak. Ngono lho. Terak masih Demak. Ini kayak gini ya. Buat kak Sains, ini kayak gini dengan warna krem. Warna krem teman-teman ya. Bahannya ini lembut kak aku, dari kanvas ya. Bahannya kita menggunakan kanvas. Dan sininya ini ada 2 lubang udara itu biar gak itu kak ya, biar gak bau, biar gak gerah saat dipakai aktivitas di siang hari itu. Kan kalau pakai di siang hari itu kan panas. Nah ini gak bakalan gerah, gak bakalan panas ya kak ya. Ada 2 lubang udara dan gak bakalan bau kak. Kakinya nanti gak bakalan bau karena sudah ada 2 lubang udara. Kalau di bagian sininya, ini logonya sudah bisa menyala ya nih. Logonya sudah kita jahit, bukan dilem, bukan ditempel ya. Bisa nyala kak buat kak Sains. Bagian bawahnya, nih full karet, full pendil, anti slip, anti licin, berwarna oranye kulit jeruk kak. Kayak nih berwarna oranye kulit jeruk, belakangnya ada nama ikonnya. bagian dalam nih udah jahitan dalam, tidak perlu repot-repot lagi untuk jahitin ya kak ya nih. Sudah jahitan dalam dipastikan dan dijamin sudah kuat banget kakakku, karena sudah dari kita jahit dalam ya. Sudah di press, udah di oven juga, kurang gimana lagi nih. Sudah di press, sudah di oven, sudah jahitan dalam. Buat kak Sains kalau mau langsung dicekot, kita kasih satu paket kaos kaki sama stiker ya. Jangan pikir lama-lama dan jangan ragu, jangan bimbang, langsung aja. Pasti real pick dan pastinya sesuai. Tuh, nanti dapetin satu paket kaos kaki sama stikernya ya. Nih, langsung dicekot aja sampai jam 12. Kamu bisa cekot dari sekarang kak Bu ya. Bisa dicekotin dari sekarang. Tetap semangat tap-tap layarnya kak Bu ya. Tetap semangat bantu tap-tap layarnya. Warna krem kak ya nih. Dengan warna kremnya dari Aiko. Mau yang warna lain ada. Kalau kamu maunya yang ini ya nggak apa-apa. Kalau mau yang warna lain juga ada. Gimana kak Sains kalau sudah cekot? Bisa di komen di bawah biar tambah semangat nanti kak ya. Kalau sudah cekot bisa di komen aja di bawah nih ya. Nih, si warna krem, mau warna putih, hitam putih, reflektif kita ada ya kak ya. Menyesuaikan aja, menyesuaikan sama kebutuhannya kakaknya ya. Menyesuaikan aja, kalau buat sekolah ya warna hitam putih, kalau buat jalan-jalan ya warna lain ada, silakan. Ini warna krem juga udah cakep dan keren ini kak ya. Ini warna kremnya sendiri ini udah cakep dan pastinya keren sekali. Kanan kiri logo Aiko sama 2 lubang udaranya ya. Logo Aiko sama 2 lubang udara. Lanjut, itu warna krem dengan warna putih tulang. Pengiriman kita siang bagi yang cekotnya malam ini kak. Pengirimannya siang bagi yang cekotnya malam ini. Paginya kita proses terlebih dahulu, habis itu nanti siangnya baru kita kirim. Lanjut, ayo gimana bangku? Mana mau cekot yang mana lagi? Jangan ragu dan jangan bimbang. Yang pasti tetap nyaman dipakai ya kak ya. Yang pastinya tetap nyaman dipakai. Ayo. Nah kan di follow dulu kak biar bisa COD. Itu yang nggak bisa COD bisa di follow teman-teman ya. Kalau nggak bisa COD bisa di follow. Kak sepil tidak ada kak buat kak itu buat kak berkah. Tidak ada kak berkah ya, kita punyanya cuma Aiko aja nih. Buat kak berkah, kita punyanya brandnya kita sendiri. Sayangilah brand lokal dulu kak aku ya. Tuh, hanya brand lokal Aiko tapi kita adanya Aiko kak aku. Selainnya Aiko tidak ada kak berkah ya. Tuh, selainnya Aiko Bang Iki tidak punya kak berkah. Kalau kak berkah mau Aiko dengan harga spesial buat kakaknya yang mau cekotnya malam ini juga, nanti kita sepin ya kak ya, silakan. Berarti kakaknya kalau mau cekot nanti kita sepilin spesial malam ini ya kak ya. Harga terjangkau, free ongkir, free COD, tinggal tungguin aja. Harganya juga terjangkau banget, tenang aja ya. Dan harganya yang cukup terjangkau. Silakan kak berkah. Bisa dilihat dan di komen di bawah ya kak ya. Bisa di scroll dulu di komen di bawah. Lanjut yang mana lagi? Ayo di tap-tap layar teman-teman.